Hello, boys and girls. So, yesterday we were looking at asking thick questions about a photograph. Today, we're going to be looking at asking thick questions about a text. And when you want to get a better understanding of what's in a text or a piece of writing, that's when you start asking your thick questions because most of the time, the answers to the questions are not in the text. Most of the time, they're the answers that you get from thinking about the text and thinking about what's around the text. So I'm going to read you the same piece of How to Train Your Dragon that we read the other day, and I want you to ask three thick questions about the text. Okay, which are questions that you need to use your brain for. They're questions that are not going to require one or two word answers. And they are questions that are not going to mean that you can just write down at night, too many layers were considered sissy. So hiccup. You can't just copy the text. You've got to use your brain, come up with an answer, and feed it out. All right. So the text is, I'm going to read it out to you again. Then we're going to stop the video. And then you're going to write three thick questions for me. All right. At least three. If you do more, I'd be delighted, but at least three. So, you must be absolutely quiet, he told Toothless sternly as they climbed into bed, and the dragon nodded eagerly. In fact, he snored loudly the entire night, but Hiccup didn't care. Hiccup spent the whole of the winter on Berk in various states of very cold, ranging from fairly chilly all the way to absolutely freezing. At night, too many layers were considered sissy, so Hiccup generally lay awake for a couple of hours until he had shivered himself into a light sleep. Now, though, as Hiccup stretched his feet out against Toothless's back, he felt waves of heat coming off the little dragon, gradually creeping up his legs and warming his freezing cold heart and stomach, even traveling right up to his head, which hadn't been truly warm in almost 6 months. Even his ears burned contentedly. It would have taken the snoring of 6 strong dragons to have woken up Hiccup, so deeply did he sleep that night. Now, pause the video, ask your three thick questions. A thick question would be something like, who is saying that the layers were considered sissy? Because it doesn't say it. It just says, where is it? At night, too many layers were considered sissy, so Hiccup generally lay awake for a couple of hours until he shivered himself into a light sleep. But who are these people saying that it is sissy? That's an example of a thick question. The answer is not in the text. I'm going to have to do some thinking around where that is. Okay? So, as a reminder, thin questions, simple answers. Thick questions, very complex answers. Answers that are going to require you to use your brain. The answers aren't just in the text. I'm going to go back to the text so you can ask your thick questions, all right? There we go. Thank you very much, boys and girls. Looking forward to seeing your answers, and we'll talk to you soon.